Mills off the Iverson cut. Durant with the mid-range jumper a little bit short. Julius Randle set a career high with 46 against the Sacramento Kings several games ago. Misfires badly on his first field goal attempt. Durant off glass. Got it. KD with a chance for a three-point play. At 26 points in that win against Philadelphia on Thursday night. That nationally televised game, a game that had 27th in the NBA in pace, but they have been playing a little bit faster of late. Kevin Durant always plays at his own pace, knocks down another jumper.
Slight contact on his body.
Durant inside. Drummond. Andre Drummond really earning his minutes and carving out a great role for himself here.
Left hand says, no, sir. That is a nice play.
Kevin Durant running drills out there, shooting drills on the Knicks. Knocks down the baseline jumper. Knicks down by 9, just underway here in the first quarter, approaching the midway point. Durant's pass picked off. They got a 2-on-1. Barrett has Fournier, calls his own number, and draws the foul on Bruce Brown, who happens to be coaching the opponent, Steve Nash. Became the godfather when his dad, Ro Barrett, asked him as Durant knocks down another three.
The body's in and out of the rotation for a variety of reasons.
38 in all. Whistle and one. Count it as Alec Burks lacerates that defense for the bucket. To that top 4 seed last year. Durant in heavy rush hour traffic turns it over. Barrett all the way to the basket for the lay and put his head down and got it. Burks got to a spot in the paint, missed it. Robinson, great effort to keep it alive. And he turns it over. Durant got a 2-on-1 with Brown. Bruce Brown floating. Robinson, great effort to keep it alive. And he turns it over. Durant got a 2-on-1 with Brown. Bruce Brown floating.
Brooklyn sinking into the paint, relocating and making sure he's available.
Dragic hits Brown on the baseline. Out one more to Durant. Boy, you can't find any more. We saw him initially get more run against Philadelphia a couple of weeks ago.
My head could explode.
Yeah, and it sets up an interesting scenario as Durant knocks down the first free throw. Kyrie would not be able to participate because of the Canadian laws there.
Please, you understand this, if you're the Brooklyn Nets.
And at the defensive end guarding Kevin Durant. Durant, the second most prolific mid-range scorer in the NBA. That's the hot hand, Durant. A little bit strong, good rebound by Claxton, who draws the foul. They clear it out for KD. Now a little help coming from Barrett. One on the clock, KD at the buzzer, and a little bit short. One of those moments where, hey, I'm not coming out. You going out. Durant inside. Great find to Johnson for the layup.
What did I say about him?
His playmaking. Little horn set here by Brooklyn. Here's Kevin Durant. Midi, pure butter. Kevin Durant with 18. Just because you have corporate knowledge of somebody doesn't mean it helps you stop the guy. Drummond catching inside over Robinson for the bucket.
Boy, didn't have a great angle. Excellent footwork by Andre Drummond.
He's already tied Larry Bird in terms of 50-point games in Celtics history. Durant misfiring that time, rebounded by Fournier.
Throws off your summer routine, but both guys at an extremely high level.
Hard-charging Boston Celtics, the #1 defensive team in the NBA, and I'm not sure there's a defense for that guy, Kevin Durant. As they say on some of the streets here in New York, the price of the brick is going up right now.
The price of the brick.
Well, look at KD move his feet. People don't talk about his defense much, and he causes the foul. Josh Tiven says he got Fournier.
Although Mitchell Robinson slow to come up the floor and limping a little bit there briefly.
KD will fire the three. Mills with the board. KD passes up the second one. Playing with his food on the perimeter. Robinson packed it. KD got it off just before the end of the shot clock. Playing with his food on the perimeter. Robinson packed it. KD got it off just before the end of the shot clock. Playing with his food on the perimeter. Robinson packed it. KD got it off just before the end of the shot clock. Klay Thompson. He was brilliant in his shooting.
Had himself a night. So did Jordan Poole. Both guys north of 30. And how about that matchup tomorrow night between two of the leading MVP candidates?
Durant from 15. Drummond again on the offensive glass. Big man out of Texas. Here's another guy out of Texas. Durant with the float game. Got it and won.
Well, his ability to keep his eye on the rim. And those shoulders were always square to the cup despite the contact and them trying to knock him off his path. Incredible. Little disjointed start to his season, but boy, it's been tough.
2-for-1 situation. Durant fires. What do you make of the... Quickly out front. About a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Jacks that one from Staten Island short. Jacks that one from Staten Island short. Durant gets it back off the errant pass. Durant out top off the Drummond screen. Good active hands by Robinson. Comes right back to Durant. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay at this end. He gave it energy on that possession. Here's Durant. In the mid-range, rising up over Randall and knocks it home. Randall with a clean look from downtown. The efficiency from deep hasn't been there this year.
To get out to challenge that.
Gave him a real open look. Triple teamed underneath. Barrett lost it. Durant isolated on the wing again against Randall. On the drive-by, Drummond on the dump-off. Count it. And we got a whistle and a foul underneath. He was averaging 16 and 13 a game. Burks with the mid-range. To the left and came out. Loose ball goes to Durant. Burks with the mid-range. To the left and came out. Loose ball goes to Durant. Dragic. Got it.
Just as a point, Mark, and
sometimes it's not always about the money. I'll just leave it at that.
I'll take the talent.
Sometimes it's not the money. Can't displace the defender. And good steal by Barrett, playing in the passing lane. 3-on-1. R.J. Randall with the finish. And the Knicks back to within one. Mitchell Robinson right there. He's got 4 blocks. Durant. Great feathery touch. Gets it to fall.
And that's against a double, right? The Claxton, nice job to get a hand on it.
On Dragic. Durant, straight line drive. And says it with his chest. Tied at 75. Quick pull by KD, and it's straight. He often covers the other team's best scorer. Now they double team him, and they get the turnover. But Johnson takes it back. Brown in traffic.
Well, I just remember he sat for a long time, and even Steve Nash touched on that pregame.
Brown to the basket, got it. Strong finish. He's got the flaps down.
Much needed bucket coming out of that timeout by the Knicks.
5-point ball game. Brown in traffic over Randall.
This guy is now 6 for 8. That's the shot that worked for him so well a season ago.
Yeah. From the elbow, Durant hits Brown inside. Over Randall again. Boy, Bruce Brown. Fournier on Durant. Gotta like this matchup if you're Brooklyn. Raises up over him and knocks it home. It's nothing but net.
Get 2 bodies on Drummond.
You got to put some bodies on Durant, too. They get it back after the miss.
Many subtle things well today.
Randall through Durant, and that's going to be a blocking foul on KD. All right, Malika. 7-point lead for Brooklyn after that bucket by Claxton. Barrett got it blocked by Claxton at the other end. Here's Durant.
the Nets in terms of threes made. 8-4, they're plus 12 in that category.
Durant partially blocked, it looked like, by Sims. A signature of the type of guys they bring in. Durant from deep. Sims with a big-time rebound. He's got a live body.
A three from either side. I love that it was catch. Don't think about it. I've got an open shot. Let it go.
Durant beats the double team and finds the right guy. Clarkson and one. Barrett with that bucket. He has been their best clutch time shooter this year. Speaking of clutch, Durant with another bucket. He's got 42.
Is prototypical. If you had a point guard like Derrick Rose, value the possession. Let's get a good shot.
Up top for Durant. Boy, James Johnson with a good look inside.
Who's the shot maker if they blitz him?
They double team him here at the elbow. Looking at a bunch of hands. Durant, sometimes it doesn't matter. KD says my guy is at it. Little side pick and roll. Quickly misfires. Durant with the board. Looks at Drummond, says I got it. KD spins into traffic. Randall took his cornbread and he's fouled by Dragic.
I think they're going to review
There's a little bit
this.
of contact. Retrieves it from Dragic. Boy, they're all up on Kevin Durant, but they gave him a little daylight. Deadly! Durant! Dynamite! Here comes the double by Sims. Durant gets it back, raising up. Sims clears for the Knicks and a chance to take the lead. There's about a 5-second difference between the shot and game clock.
Keep in mind, obviously, Knicks no timeout. So if he makes both, you've got to execute to a three. Get off the free throw line to make sure you're guarding against a three here. Do you foul, Mark, if he makes this?
Kevin Durant on display again.
If anything, Mark, it seems to raise his level pressure.
Three-point game.